everybody. Hi, it's Becky from PowerToolsWithThread.com. That's my blog. How you guys doing? It's been about a week since I was here last. Well, Thursday would be a week, and this is only Tuesday, right? So, wonderful weekend at the coast. It was my husband's birthday, and he got to eat his crawfish at a local establishment down there. He loves that. But I don't eat anything that looks like a cockroach. I'm sorry. Ooh. Well, you know, if they're already peeled and deveined and all that, I can handle them. You know, if they're already cleaned, fine. But that whole put that thing in your mouth, why am I talking about that? He loves that. So I'm not opposed to seafood. I do like my seafood. So anyway, as I suspected, we had two other couples go down there with us and just had a wonderful weekend. And with our friends Frank and Dana and Bev and John. And just had a great time. It's so nice to go down and not have any drama. Don't you love that when you can go somewhere with no drama? It's nice. So I didn't get a bit of sewing done at all. Didn't visit the quilt store because neither one of those girls quilt, and so there just wasn't time to run up to Port Lavaca. But so I didn't get a bit of stitching done at all. And then we came home on Sunday afternoon, and I was able, I don't have his shirt finished yet. I meant to give it to him for his birthday on Sunday, but I did get the two front pieces put together. And for those of you who haven't seen it before, check out the pattern match on the pocket. There is a pocket there. See it? And I also put a monogram. I don't know if you can see that. There's a monogram on that right there. See? But yeah, so I pattern matched this. And then the back yoke, I did pretty good on the pattern matching. You see? Did pretty good. Little tiny bit off. I'm not going to point out my mistake. They teach you not to do that in quilt school. Like I went to quilt school, right? But so he knows it's coming though, because I did have to put it on him and make sure that that he could see it. And I love, they call it a burrito technique in sewing, where, and it's all done by machine, where the inside is finished as good as the outside. There's no inside, there's no edges showing, raw edges showing on the shoulder or in here. And that's a burrito method. You can look it up on YouTube how to do that. And those instructions were actually in the pattern. It was a Simplicity 1544, and they tell you how to do that. To put on the collar, there's another burrito method technique that I learned from a Craftsy class. Janet Prey has a Craftsy class where she shows how to sew men's shirts, and she shows that that technique. It usually takes me a couple of times to get it right, but it's real handy if you have shirt fabric that is kind of busy like this, and then you can make it work, you know, without too much stuff being seen. So I'll finish this up this week because he'll probably want to wear it on Friday to work. I'm staying home Friday to finish the taxes. So he goes back to work. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Today is April 2nd, 2019. He goes back to work tomorrow after being off for a month after his hernia surgery. And so with him being at work on Friday, I can finally get something done with those. I'm real close to being finished, and I just need one day left. I already talked to my accountant. She knows they're coming. I already told her, put in an extension. Also, when we got home, I had showed y'all several weeks ago, I bought him, he smokes cigars. I bought him some cigar fabric to make some boxers out of. Here they are. And they have a little fly right there. I didn't even attempt a pattern match at these. And this has a really soft, looks like, what is it, 2.5 inch and a half wide waistband. And I just stitched it directly to the top of the boxers and called it good. And they work great. They look great on him. He's happy. They fit. These are Butterick. This is an old pattern. I've had it forever, y'all. It's 6837 View E. 6837 View E, which is the guy there on the end with his little boxers and his bathrobe. That's it. So it's a Butterick 6837. So, and I made the size large. I could have made a medium. I actually had to trim them down. These run huge. I had to trim them down. So, while we were at the coast, there is this little store down there in Port O'Connor called Sisters. And it's a little tiny single wide that has chock full to the brim, floor to ceiling, stuff for ladies. A little bit for men, a little bit for kids. But it's mostly ladies wear. Yellow box and reef flip-flops and sandals and just tons and tons of clothes. I did not make this shirt. I bought it there, but I absolutely love it. I wore it yesterday to work. Look at the embroidery on this, you guys. Can you see that? It's two different colors. There's white embroidery around the opening. It has raglan sleeves. Joy let me know that the blouse that I made, my catalog pattern blouse, dolman sleeves. I didn't know the difference either, and then she brought it up in her next video. She didn't say it specifically, but I took the hint. Thanks, Joy. And then look, so it's got this gray pattern, embroidery pattern as well, okay? It also has it on the sleeves. Look at that. This is gorgeous on, and I wore it with a pair of gray skinnies that match the color of thread. You guys, you know, my about page on my blog, powertoolswiththread.com, it doesn't say about, it says the creative fraud. Because I can't create anything. I make patterns that other people make. I don't have a creative bone in my body, if you will. It just doesn't come to me. So, and I'm okay with that. Those are my limitations. I'm okay with that. But when I see something like this, I go, oh, I can do that. I just need the inspiration to do this. And so I'm going to order some shirting and do some experimenting and see if it'll work. I know the trick is to embroider first and then cut the pattern, you know, so you get it on there straight and everything. But embroidery is all the rage this season. Yeah, it's everywhere. So pretty cool, kind of neat. So I hope I can get to this. These little things, it's like a cord and it has a tassel. It's a good thing I don't have a cat. I wouldn't be able to get him to leave me alone. Hey, save the date. I got a Connecting Threads catalog today. They are having a warehouse sale for those of you that are in and around Columbus, Ohio on June 8th. It says, come shop all your favorites in person at our warehouse in Columbus on June 8th. I didn't even know they had a warehouse. I would assume they do. But yeah, I wish I was going. I won't be going. Wish I was. I like Connecting Threads. I buy their thread to go in my long arm. It works pretty good. It's nice and strong. Works real good. What else was I going to tell you guys? Oh, for those of you who do machine embroidery, Designs by Juju, you can buy all of her March sets for $1 a set. And they usually have like 10 things in each set. Whether that set is a font or, you know, I don't know, a bunch of little bears that are fishing. I bought that because somebody did a gorgeous little quilt that I saw on her Facebook group. Anyway, Designs by Juju, and it's juju.com. Today is the last day of her sets for $1. You can get 15 sets for $1 each, and you have to buy 15. So 15 bucks is going to be your minimum. But everything I've ever bought from Designs by Juju stitches out beautifully, usually the first time. So I'm going to input this into the video. when I'm talking about products. There have been some of you that asked about what embroidery software do I use. I see that question a lot. I have and use Embrilliance. And I love that software. It's very easy to use. It's very intuitive. And there are a lot of tutorials for how to use it on YouTube. So you get free training. With the Janome MB7 7 needle that we have, my husband purchased something called Draw Wings. Y'all, that has 2 modules to it. I don't have the time to learn that. And it's not easy. And if I was a digitizer, I would definitely go for that. There's also the Brother PE. Brother has a high-end embroidery software. And if I wasn't using Embrilliance, I would definitely drop the money on that. But we're talking thousands of dollars for both of those programs, Draw Wings or that Brother PE, whatever it is, whatever, PE10, whatever version they're on now. Embrilliance, though, what it does is you can use the free version that's out there, okay? So you can download the free version. You go to download it and from their site, and it's their site is Brighton Leap, BRITON, BrightonLeap.com. Then you go to shop, and then when you hit shop, you can buy whatever you want. The Embrilliance Essentials is it. So to get, you can download the version there, and then install it. And then when you go to use it, it says, "Give us your serial number." And if you just click cancel, you can still use the basic version. So for those of you that are thinking about buying embroidery software, I highly recommend go try that and see if you like it, okay? And if you piddle around with it a little bit and you really like it, you get limited things that it does, but you get the idea, okay? And so if you go to Embrilliance Essentials, I used Essentials all by itself for the longest time until I wanted to start doing a little bit more with it. And I did buy Stitch Artist, okay? Essentials is like $179. That's it. It's cheap. And then, well, comparatively to that other stuff, you know. So I wanted to tell you guys, this is the reason I'm telling you this. They are having an Easter sale, okay? So right now, you can get Essentials, they have Essentials on sale for $139, okay? I think it's $149 regular, $149 for Essentials. $10 off, it's $139. And then if you use the coupon code EBUNNY, in all caps, EBUNNY, 2019, you get another 10% off. So you're going to get this for $125. And that's good through, I'm not being paid to tell you this, you guys. I got an email from him and I'm looking at it and I'm like, dang, where was that when I was buying it? I want to say it's good through the 10th of June, I think. Oh, June. 10th of April, I think. Maybe a little bit later. But just Google Embrilliance and go out and find their site and check the sale. If you are thinking about it, now's the time, because this doesn't happen, okay? This extra 10%, that just doesn't happen. I've never seen that on top of their sale price. So they do put it on sale, $10 off for, you know, Christmas, maybe Mother's Day or something like that. But I've never seen that other 10% off. But I think if you go get it, you might like it. And, you know, that just really expands what you can do with embroidery. You know, if you're going to make letters and you want to make them bigger or smaller, and it will fix all of that for you. And essentially, it's like playing with PowerPoint or Word. It's really, really easy to use. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And now I'm going to get you back to your regularly scheduled part of my video. One of the things I bought, did I buy that from Designs by Juju? Nope. Scratch that. Okay. Y'all, I was telling you guys that we were making some embroidered patches for, I say we, I started it, my husband finished it. A guy that my husband works with, works with a guy, a friend of his that started their bowling league like 20 years ago or whatever, passed away. And in June, they're going to have a memorial tournament for this man. And he wanted patches with the man's initials on it, PJB. That's what that is, okay? So making patches is its own form of art if you're going to do embroidery. You know, the first ones my husband came up with were kind of big. This is a 3-inch. It's way too big. I went to urbanthreads.com and I got the circle and the patch itself. It has a die line and then it has the stitching and everything. And we actually did these on our 7-needle Janome MB7. The first ones came out kind of, they were weak and crappy, you know, really flimsy. The second set, he took them into the guy, but they didn't have the iron on them. But the guy really liked them, and so my husband Keith had me order it's called Patch Attach. I think OESD has a product, is where we got it, where we got ours. So we bought the Patch Attach, and the guy took the sample to the bowling league, and his original order of 20 turned into like 50. So my husband, while he was home recovering, he got really good at making these patches. Really good. I mean, he's got them now. They look, I told him, I said, they look factory. I love them. I'd pay money for these. We're selling them for $2 a piece to the guy. And we actually found that the best way to do it was to use the scan and cut. I printed out the circle pattern on the computer, the printer, and then scanned it into the scan and cut, put it up in the cloud, made 30, 40 of them, however many more we needed, 30 of them, and then cut out the fabric on the scan and cut, and took that fabric and then embroidered it on the on black, because this has a black background. Embroidered it on black stabilizer, okay. Cut out the patch attach with the Brother Scan and Cut as well, and then just ironed them, smushed them together. They work perfect. Works perfect. Lot less work. Lot less work. Trying to trim and not cut the, because you know the first time he was cutting these things, and they'd if you cut too close into the satin stitch, you get a little whiskers. They pop up. Didn't work well. I don't know. He came up with some process and it worked great. So I'm glad that is done. And I told him, don't you ever tell anybody you'll make any more patches. I don't like it. I don't like the process. But, okay. There was a post on a blog called the Inbox Jaunt. Inbox Jaunt. Jaunt is the last name. And that is Lori Kennedy's blog. And she's got some books in quilt stores and whatnot about, or even on Amazon, about how to do little motifs in free motion stitching. Well, she had a blog the other day, blog post, where she was testing out quilt marking. And she put out a survey. What do you like best to mark quilts with? Overwhelmingly, people talked about these ultra clean washable markers by Crayola. So she goes through the process of doing a sample of, let me do one that I just put on there. Let me do one that I hit with an iron. Okay, because you know with like the blue markers or the purple markers that are supposed to be wash away, you hit them with an iron, they might not come out. They probably won't come out, okay? The only one she said that didn't come out perfect was the orange. And she wasn't sure that she scrubbed it that hard. But anyway, I'm going to try these. I used the brown on the boxers and it worked fine. But I have not tried it on a quilt yet. I'm going to, if I get brave enough. I might not get brave enough. I don't know. So, I think that's all I had to talk to you guys about today. Thank you so much for all your comments. And thank you so much for all your subscriptions. You guys are awesome. I just think that is just so much fun. And all you guys that are making comments and subscribing to my blog, that's just wonderful. I got new friends. I absolutely love it. Okay, you guys, I will talk to you again real soon. I have got oodles of projects I have got to finish that I want to show you. Okay, I will talk to you soon. Let me find my little remote here. You guys have a great week. Bye!